Kicking off NFL Week 8 with another edition of Fourth and Inches. Here we have Thursday Night Football edition presented by Nitro Betting. Make sure to head on over to betterthan.vegas. You'll see that banner for Nitro Betting. Click on that. It'll take you right to Nitro Betting. When you sign up, you'll get a little bit of a bonus for doing so. That new sports book based around crypto. And we have a full crew tonight. Everybody in different places, too. We got Mantis in the penthouse. We've got Eric in the backwoods. We got a little bit of everything. You know, we got everybody all over the place. Blackjack and Beho hanging out. We're going to bounce around and set you up, guys, for a very good Thursday night football game. And it's extremely intriguing because the Packers are going to be without some key players, in particular, a couple wide receivers that we will discuss. But once again, remember, get to Nitro Betting. That's the place to play because we are going to be referencing the wagering lines from Nitro Betting. And when we pull it up, the line right now, Blackjack, Packers are a 6-point underdog. Now, I play games early in the week sometimes, and because sometimes what's nice is like on Sunday while games are still going, if you catch games early for the next week, you can get, before the lines move. The problem is in this day and age with COVID and injuries, you could do something like I did where you bet the Packers plus 3.5 on Sunday, and now they're all the way up to 6 in some spots. So, that's obviously not what you're looking to do when you're betting games, but that happens, and rarely are you on the wrong side like that. But the number has floated up quite a bit because there are some key missing pieces tonight. Blackjack, what's your first thought of that number that we're looking at with a 6-point spread? These undefeated Arizona Cardinals.
I like Arizona, right? I mean, Arizona's done nothing wrong this season. They look really good. There's nothing to dislike about Arizona. Green Bay, we've talked about this show a few times, Gino. I'm not quite sure what to make of the Packers yet, but I do know one thing. I feel really uneasy laying 6 points with Aaron Rodgers in prime time. I just do. I mean, I don't know. I know Devontae Adams isn't there. I know Lazard's not there. Valdez-Scantling's not there. I know. But if there's one dude who just finds a way to do these things, it's Aaron Rodgers, right? And this number at 6.5 earlier today, it's too many points. I'm taking the points with the Packers.
I feel very similar. Like, this kind of feels to me, Eric, like the kind of a game where Aaron Rodgers kind of reminds you that he is one of those few quarterbacks that can elevate other people, that can still keep you in the game. Like Green Bay, you don't get Green Bay in a situation like this very often, Eric, where they're a pretty sizable underdog.
I don't remember the last time I saw the Packers gain this many points with Rodgers. I mean, I locked in at 3.5 like you did. At this number, I like him even more. I mean, that's way too many points for Rodgers to be getting.
Way too many points. Even with, like Beho, one thing, even if you're not into the line in particular, one thing we've been, starting to really focus a lot in these standalone games on the props in particular. And so in a game like this, with the Packers, you'd probably imagine that a couple of very talented running backs, Aaron Jones in particular, a great running back that can catch the ball, that can run between the tackles. He's got to be their focus tonight, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, going back to the line in general, I mean, this is a total FU to the haters game for Aaron Rodgers. Like, this seems to be the kind of game he steps up. He'll discount, double check a couple times in the end zone, tell everybody to, do terrible things to his loins and walk out of there with a win. So I love the Packers. I love the Packers getting 6 here tonight. But, yeah, the props are interesting because somebody's going to get the balls tonight. I just don't know who it is.
Okay, who's getting bent tonight, Mantis? That's the question that I have to ask for you. Who's doing the bending?
Oh, the Cardinals are going to bend the Packers. And I've actually got, when the time's right for this show, I got a single game parlay to announce.
Ooh.
I'm coming off a Pacers single game parlay on Mondays, so I'm coming up with another one tonight.
Seeing the ball well, your Colts are playing some pretty good football right now too. They got a big game coming up this weekend that we'll discuss also with you later on in the next couple days. But this Cardinals team, it's funny because they're undefeated right now, but I don't think anybody would say they think they're the best team in football. They're a very good football team. They do a lot of things well, but they still have had maybe three or so games this year that they probably could have or should have lost. A couple bounces could have gone either way. But Blackjack, you kind of mentioned, are we maybe just sort of underselling this team that a lot of people probably didn't expect to be still undefeated at this time? They're going to be without J.J. Watt. I don't know how much that hurts, but it doesn't help them having someone who helped their defense be a pretty solid defense so far this year. What do you think just kind of overall about the Cardinals? Them missing there, and where do they stack up overall in the NFL for you?
I mean, I still think that, and again, don't get me wrong, they're undefeated. They've played some decent teams, they've played good games. There's nothing to criticize. I just don't think they are as complete a team as, say, the Bucs or the Rams in the NFC. I put the Bucs and the Rams at the top, and then after that, I would go, in some order, Dallas, Arizona, Green Bay. And I don't know how they shake out, but they're in that next tier. And what worries me is I think this offense is absolutely legitimate, right? This offense is outstanding. I don't know that their defense is sustainable over a full season and into the playoffs against top quality opponents. And we'll get some look at it tonight. It really would be nice to have Davante Adams in this game. But even without him, they're going up against, one of the three best quarterbacks in football. I mean, one of the greats of all time in prime time here on a short week. If you're going to stand up and make a statement, tonight's the night for Arizona.
Yeah. So, Eric, we talked a little bit about the line in total. Is that how you're diving in on this game? You played earlier in the week like me. We lost a couple points. So we hope that Green Bay can make this close or win the game straight out. And we could, if you like him at 3.5 or 4 earlier in the week, you could probably like him now at 6, even with 6.5, even with a couple injuries. Any other ways you're looking to play this game? Any other props or total? Or for you, is this just a Green Bay play?
I locked in 3 props. The first prop is Packers are giving up 121 yards rushing per game. Last 3 games, average rush attempt against them is going for 5.5 yards per attempt. James Conner is averaging 13 touches a game.
I fucking love that.
He's accounted for 40% of the team's total rushing attempts. And I've noticed an interesting trend with them. It's they alternate who gets the work. So this week, based on that pattern, would be a James Conner week. Also, I looked at carries inside the 5-yard line. James Conner actually leads the NFL with touchdowns while getting carries inside the 5-yard line, 4th in carries. So I locked in Conner over 45.5 yards rushing. Conner first TD at plus 900. For the Packers, I locked in Aaron Jones over 61.5 rushing yards. With the injuries to the Packers wide receivers, I think they're just going to grind this out, give Jones carries. He's second in total scrimmage yards this season with him, first in total touches. And looking back at when Adams has been out, he's averaged over 20 touches per game. So I locked him in over 61.5 yards of rushing.
Nice. Great stuff. A couple props that Eric's focusing in on. Mantis, you seemed excited about one of those. You like the James Conner prop also?
I like the 121 rushing yards allowed. I like that a lot. I like the Packers defense and the rushing. I think Cars have a lot of momentum tonight. I like that a lot.
Beho, you've been bouncing a lot of props around over these last few weeks. Any props jump out at you tonight in this game?
Yeah, I've actually got 4 I'm going to play tonight. 2 for the Packers, 2 for the Cardinals. First off, everybody's on Aaron Jones. For the rushing, I stayed away from the rushing, went receiving yards.
There you go.
They've got him at 46.5. That's too many. That's too many tonight. Yeah, he's averaging 27 a game receiving. No, I just, unless something crazy happens and he hits a huge one, this is under. So I'm under the 46.5 on Aaron Jones receiving yards. I also have our boy Aaron Rodgers running for his life tonight. Give me over 10.5 rushing yards. Just give me that 11, 12 yards rush, get out of bounds.
Yeah.
Discount, double check them, tell them to eat it.
Tonight's like one of those nights where you don't expect him to do that week in, week out, but tonight's one of those nights where he might have to get a first down or 2 for them, right? Just 3rd and 8.
And he does it. And he does it every year.
Mm-hmm. He knows his body, and like he knows he's like the guy who doesn't want to take bumps every night, every week. But this is one of those games where, hey, it might need me to take a few of them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like
that's what I'm hoping for. And then my last two both revolve around Chase Edmonds from the Cardinals. He's got 21.5 receiving yards as his line. I'm going over that number. Again, he's getting about 27 a game like Aaron Jones is. So I'm going to go over that 21.5. And here's an interesting one. And I look back at his game log. His over receptions is 3.5 tonight. He's averaging almost 3.5 a game. So that number right now on Nitro, or was just about an hour before the show, plus 135. Hey, why not for that price?
Right. Not a bad number at all to take. Mantis, you teased a little earlier on, and you said that you have a play or a parlay that you're looking at for tonight.
I got a plus 8077 parlay. Gotta pay for the BJ. Gotta pay for the BJ. That's what we're going on here. I'm not talking about blackjack either. So let's got that's Cardinals money line, DeAndre Hopkins touchdown, Robert Tonyan touchdown, Robert Tonyan 50+ yards receptions, DeAndre Hopkins 60 yards plus receptions. DeAndre has scored 2 touchdowns tonight, and Calamari over 272.5 passing yards.
It's like it's like a cornucopia.
What was that?
You know what? It's like one of those. It's like with your kid when they have like a little, like everything they like, and they pour it all in a bowl, and then they mix it up, and it's like some like peanuts, and then there's like some sweet stuff. There's like some soda. They smush
it tastes like shit.
That's like the smorgasbord, the cornucopia parlay. Everything that Mantis likes tonight, throw it all in one.
It's got more legs than an octopus.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
Mix it all up. You've got yourself a Jello salad of a parlay there. So
this is the deformed. This is the deformed parlay.
Blackjack, how are you playing this game tonight?
I'm taking the Packers plus the 6. I'm going to put a little bit on the money line too. I think Green Bay gets the win.
Yeah, I do too. I think this is a big moment, like you said. Give me, in this situation, Green Bay, I trust their coaching staff. I trust Rodgers and their prep. I still am not sold on Cliff Kingsbury in a game like this where they're laying a good amount of points against a team that I think is pretty good. I'm also on the Packers and the Packers money line. And then the one prop I'm looking at tonight is a total yards prop for A.J. Dillon. We've talked a lot about Aaron Jones, who I think is the better of the running back, right? He's no doubt RB1, but they're going to need to incorporate Dillon a little bit more, and they have been doing so in recent weeks. I didn't want to lean to either rushing or receiving because honestly, with the backs, I could see them needing to be used in multiple ways, and I could see them having to get a little bit creative and just think, okay, we've got guys that we think are talented. Let's find ways to get the ball in their hands. So I'm going over A.J. Dillon, 45.5 total yards, rushing and receiving yards. Hopefully he just gets, extra work tonight. He gets a couple more touches because those wide receivers aren't there. Maybe 2 or 3 more catches, maybe 3 or 4 more runs. And I think that's all it would take for A.J. to get over those total rushing receiving yards. I'm going to lock that one in, and I locked in the money line and the Packers plus the 6 to go along with my earlier Packers plus 3.5 early in the week. So before we all get out of here, any final thoughts on this game before we leave, Eric? Give me a prediction. Give me a prediction, Eric, for the score.
Packers 21-17.
21-17 Packers, lower scoring from Eric. Blackjack, how about you?
27-24 Green Bay.
27-24 Green Bay.
Ooh,
Mantis?
That's close to what I got.
I am going to go 34-31 Cardinals.
34-31 Cardinals. B-Ho?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is going to cut him up like Chucky. 27-23 Pack.
Ride of Chucky, Cult
under.
of Chucky, Seed of Chucky. You can watch all those Chuckies and Child's plays on the USA app, which I have been doing, and I hope you're right. I hope it is Aaron Rodgers. I will be with you. I will be with Dylan in the over. I'm going 24-21 Packers. 24-21 Packers. Fellas, That was nice and quick, nice and tight today. Anybody else have anything before we get out of here? Mantis.
I can't.
Yes. Yeah. I can't believe we did. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I can't believe we don't do this every week. This should be our weekly bet. Is the coin toss going to be heads or tails?
Ooh.
You gotta go heads.
I was gonna say, come on. Either getting some heads or you're getting some tails.
I don't know. I'm a big tails guy.
Tails isn't bad to get. Heads is also nice to get.
I'm riding with Mantis. Heads.
Okay.
Heads.
Okay.
Tails never fails.
You, Eric? Heads or a tails guy?
I'll go tails.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. You know what? That's what's great. To each their own. That's what's great about the world, right? We've all got our
What is going on here?
It's been
Beautiful.
So long.
This was a fun one. Nice and tight. We all got our thoughts in. You have about an hour for this Thursday night football game. Before you make your bets, go to betterthan.vegas. Click on that Nitro Betting banner. It'll take you right to Nitro Betting. And turn on your notifications for @BTV Bets. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have a ton of live streams, free content just like this for you. We'll try to make you money. We'll try to have a little fun. Better Than Vegas wants to make you a better, everything free at BTV. We give away money every single day. Have a great Thursday, folks. Blackjack, Mantis, Beho, Eric. Hope you guys all have a great night. Good luck in your wagers. And thanks to all of you for hanging out again with us. Enjoy your Thursday.